Good evening. My name is Eric Lindstrom. I'd like to call this meeting to order. This is the Inland Wetland Commission meeting for the town of Monroe. Today is Wednesday, February 11th, and the time is 7:01 p.m. Will everyone please stand to recite the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance is
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'll take a roll call of the members of the commission and staff present during tonight's hybrid meeting. Please answer here or present, starting with myself, Eric Lindstrom, Chairman, here. Ryan Kelly, Vice Chairman.
Here.
Rick Smith.
Here.
Jim Stewart, Professional Engineer.
Here or present.
One or the other. Paul Fernandez.
Here.
Mark Zamry.
Here.
Kathleen Gallagher is not here. Andrew Brotman as the enforcement officer.
Here.
Before we start, I'll read our mission statement and how the meeting will proceed. The objective and purpose of the Inland Wetland Commission is to provide for the overall protection and preservation of the inland wetlands and watercourses within the town of Monroe. Please note that this meeting is being conducted utilizing electronic equipment in compliance with State Law Public Act 21-1. As such, this meeting is being recorded and will be available to the public in compliance with state law. If you are attending remotely, you will automatically be muted and unable to unmute yourself. If you wish to speak during the public participation portion of the meeting, please use the raise hand function. If you are participating via telephone, press *9 to activate the raise hand feature. Staff will announce your name and unmute you when it is your turn to speak. The video feature has also been disabled for public participation. Anyone participating remotely should state their name and title, if applicable, at the outset of each occasion that such person is speaking. All votes taken during which any member of this body are participating remotely shall be taken by roll call unless the vote is unanimous. The chat features will not be utilized nor considered during this meeting. In the normal course of our meetings, we will hear public hearings and other applications. The protocol for public hearings is to have an applicant make a presentation to the commission, during which and after which the commission will be asking the applicant questions. I ask that the applicants keep their presentations as concise as possible. The commission will then review town, staff, and other independent comments. The meeting will then be opened up for public comment. I'll ask that all comments be made to the chairman or commission. After any and all commission comments pro, in opposition, or of a general nature are made, the applicant will be given an opportunity to respond. Please keep comments or questions direct, or a time limit of 3 minutes may be imposed. It is not necessary that the applicant respond, but generally in their best interest to do so. There will be no further opportunity for new questions unless new material is entered in as evidence or testimony during their response. Please keep all comments pro and con specific to inland wetlands related matters. Other applications that do not involve a public hearing will follow a similar format, with the exception that there will be no public comments allowed. The meeting follows our published agenda unless otherwise amended. Are there any changes to the agenda?
Yes, can we add something to the agenda under time extension? A time extension for IWC-2020-10, file number 1346 is 472 Pepper Street. We add that to time extensions.
Motion to add that to the agenda.
We have a motion to add that to the time extension of the agenda. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. So added.
472. 472.
All right. So let's go to the general public participation. Is there anybody in chambers who would like to speak in a general nature about something that is not on our agenda this evening? Anyone online? Is there anyone online?
There is somebody online. They are not raising their hand.
Okay. Then we'll move on down all the way to our time extension.
So the time extension was on your desks tonight. It came, the request came in today. To request a time extension for 472 Pepper Street. That is IWC 2020-10, file number 1346. The original approval was issued in March of 2021, and it is set to expire on February 24th of this year, 2026. I received the request today to get an extension for 5 more years, bringing it to February 24th, 2031. COVID rules do apply for this. So if the commission
Have they
sees,
started?
what's that?
They done?
Yes, I was actually out there today, so because the time extension came in today, I went out and I took a look. I do have some concerns as to whether they've gone beyond their limit of disturbance on the property for the project. The project was extending driveway and drainage and some drainage work. So it was adding to an existing driveway, parking lot spaces, and I do have some concerns, and I'm following up with those concerns. But if you were to grant them the extension, it doesn't. I'd still be following up on that.
Okay, it doesn't affect what you're looking at.
It doesn't affect. They still have a bond, a $40,000 bond.
They give you any particular reason why they needed?
They have not gotten to all of the work yet.
Because
Yeah, just
They have not,
the obvious, which is why they're asking for an
which
extension.
is why they're asking for an extension.
I mean, what's the precedence in this case? I mean, I haven't really had to do extensions like this before, so.
What's that? What's what?
Is this kind of standard to give an extension?
They're entitled to ask for an extension. I'm surprised that it came so late, but it expires on the 24th. Our next meeting isn't until the 25th.
So it's now or never.
It's now or not.
Just a point of order, does it have to be 5 years or can it be just 2 years or?
Their request is for a 5-year extension. Does it have to be? I mean, it can't go beyond.
But I would think that, if there's no valid reason, then why would we say another 5 years? Can we please do it 2 years? See what, I don't.
What's the benefit of it being only 2 versus 5? I understand what you're saying. I'm just wondering what you're.
We had set a time requirement because we want to give people enough time to get the funding and get the materials and get it done. But if we have no idea why, there's no valid reason why, then why do they need another 5 years?
I'm just wondering what's the harm in 5? If we agree to 2 or 3 or 5,
It's not remediated because it's not.
I mean, I guess if you look at it this way, it's not 5, it's 10 years.
Right.
Okay.
We've already had a 5-year.
what was the original scope of the project? Can you give us a?
Yeah, it was expanding their parking lot, paving their parking lot. There were drainage basins that needed to be installed. And I was out there today, and it looks like everything is still, the work is still being done, but it's just not finished.
You know when they started?
Do I know when it started?
I guess the question is, why do they need a 10-year extension to get this work? That's what it would be.
Oh, it's a 5-year
I
extension.
had a 5-year already from.
They already had a 5.
They had 5 years to work on it. They haven't finished it yet. They're asking for another 5 years.
Right. So, and my question is, what is the harm if we give them the 5? Like, what's the risk if we give them 5 instead of the 2? Like, what?
Without knowing the impact, the environment, in this specific case, I can't really say that. I just can say that we give them 5 years to give them ample time to do it, to get it done.
I'm with you on the. I'm just curious
Why
what
we would give them another 5 years?
because they asked.
Because.
But no, right? No, I understand. But if we grant them the 5,
Right.
what's your concern of 5 versus 2? I mean, I just want to understand why you think 5 is bad, but 2 is okay.
I'd like to see it done before I leave this commission.
That's fair, but I'm.
Well, I'll play devil's advocate
Yeah.
and say, obviously, the longer it takes to do a project, the more likely there is that the some erosion controls will fail, that there'll be impact on the wetlands. Now, in my experience, we'll generally get the extensions that they request.
I mean, they're entitled to an extension.
Yeah.
According to their approval, they're entitled to an extension.
So can it be a conditional extension where, for example, okay, we grant you 5 more years, but there's no more after
They
that?
can't have another one after 10 years, they gotta come back.
That's it, right.
Well,
I don't know if it's COVID related.
All right, because it's COVID rules, they actually have 14 years from when it was issued. It was issued in 2020.
Okay.
So that would bring them to
34.
2034.
Yeah.
But they're only asking for another 5 years,
Right.
not 7.
So theoretically, they could only ask, if they don't get it done in the next 5, they only get 2 more after that.
What is the business? I was not here at the time of this.
This predates me also, so that's why this predates all of, well,
I don't know anything about it.
I'm just looking at it on the
You
map.
weren't on this.
Oh, come on, I had to be there.
stormwater
Yeah, he was
quality
on.
and drainage system to accommodate new parking areas.
What was it?
He was here.
You may have been
I was
on the
probably
commission,
absent back then.
but you weren't on this particular
No.
vote.
So phase 2 has the commissioners.
yeah, so this predates us, which is why I took a run out there just to put my eyes on it and see what it's all about.
I mean, I think you could give them a shorter extension and tell them to come back for another 2 years. I don't think it's gonna hurt anything.
I mean, we're talking about like the 14 years, like their goal is just to keep extending this, but isn't the presumption that they want to get the work done? And there
If
have
they're
been
working on it.
circumstances that have prevented the completion of it at this point.
I mean, the only
And
thing is
we're
if
holding
they're working on it and they have violations, then maybe it's a good idea to give them a shorter period so that we can make sure that they're don't have violations.
Okay, so I've already looked into that. There was a violation issued back in 2023. It's been resolved.
So there's no active violation.
There are no active violations on the property.
I'm just,
Motion.
I just don't see what the benefit of shortening the time is. I understand, yeah, they should get it done, but
They sign up to a planting plan, erosion control, things that need to get done. And I don't have any valid reason to give them 5 years. I would make a motion, give them 2 years. If there's a problem, then they can come back to us, give us an explanation why they need 5 years. But otherwise, we can just, I don't know why they don't provide any detail on it. And since I wasn't here to understand the implications of what that commission did, I'd like for it to be resolved in 2 years.
what's the protocol for modifying their request from 5 to a different?
If the commission is only comfortable granting them an extension for 2 years, 3 years, whatever it is, I would write them up a letter. I have to write them a letter for,
Is this the gentleman?
no. Oh, well,
Come on up.
please, come on up.
I don't know if I can speak. Please do.
Absolutely. Sign in for you, so you can state your name and the address for the record. You speak in the microphone if you can, yes.
Gary McLean, 472 Pepper Street. So the work obviously started during COVID. We are self-performing the work. To pave the parking lot is around $340,000. We're self-funding the work. We're not taking any loans. The catch basins are on site. The violation that he brings up was area towards the back of the property that predates us before we moved in. There was some other material there. And when they gave their original approval, it wasn't fully processed what planting plan was supposed to go or not. When we started the work behind the second building, prior to starting the work, Edwards came out, they marked everything and put silt fence up. We started behind the second building. Behind the second building, the neighboring property between the property lines, very close. They called the town, Cheryl came out, I believe that was her name.
Mm-hmm.
Gave us cease and desist. Right, until she could figure out what was going on. We got everyone's back involved, got the soil scientists back involved, and we ended up doing the planting plan first, as opposed to doing it at the end of the project, which we're used to doing. Since we're self-performing the work, we need the time because we're doing it between our jobs that we do for a living as well.
What is the business?
We do construction, septic, landscaping, property maintenance.
How comfortable do you feel that it can be completed in 5 years?
Pretty comfortable. I'm gonna buy my own paver.
You gonna do what?
Buy my own paver. Plus, we're friends with Nardi, and he does a lot of stuff for us as well.
Would it be a problem to get it done in 2 years?
Would it be a problem?
Yeah.
I don't know. But if I have the option for the 5, I'd rather take the option for the 5, because to come up with $340,000 that much sooner. COVID was up and down. Yes, there was a lot of outside work. Doesn't mean that everyone paid. We got burnt on a lot of money too.
What condition is the parking lot now?
Even the parking lot.
Well, you got to pave a
It's
parking.
extension.
It's an extension.
Have you made it yet? Is it graded? Or is it just in its original form?
It's not in its original form. It was woods before. We stumped it, took the soil off. We dug the ponds behind the second building, behind the first building, up behind the second building's all graded off. Process was put down. The catch basin needs to be installed.
So it's a process. It's processed at this point.
Behind the second building, yes. Around the first building, it is, but each time it rains and the trucks drive around, it's getting a little bit mushy right now. Our next step is to put the catch basins in, and then we're ready to pave it. But plan on starting the catch basins sometime April, or if we get a little bit of a thaw.
But your biggest hurdle, as I understand it, is the financial aspect of,
Well, it's the asphalt, because we're not just paving the back, we're going to pave the whole place. Starts from the beginning,
right.
goes all the way back.
So it doesn't sound like there's a tremendous amount of work left, other than the paving. It's
Yeah.
getting the funds in order to
Yeah.
support that piece of it. Okay. Does that change your thoughts at all?
2 years is both a short period of time and a long period of time. I don't, they've known that they're going to have to do this, and they waited, the last minute to put in an extension. I appreciate that you put in the extension.
To be fair, we didn't start or do anything until 2023.
Because
Because when we were in the process of buying the property and they were transferring, the permit was originally done in someone else's name. When we bought the property, got transferred to us, and everything of that nature. By the time we got bigger excavators and everything like that, we are self-funded. Do loans, pay for all the things that we have. So, we like to do it, and that's the way we run our business.
Who's the original applicant, do you know?
The original applicant was Jill Kimball. If it helps, and if you have any questions, I have a
Was
new,
this already, it was just an extension of a parking lot?
Right. So they've been working on it for 2 years about, you said, right?
So, that area is all done. Behind the other building is done. Others of you? Down below.
oh, that's
Yeah.
Yuri, you said this pond is already dug?
Yeah.
Okay, and I couldn't see that today because of the snow cover.
Yeah, I kind of went back there and my feet are all wet because I tried to get a video for it, but then it got too dark too fast.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Yuri, but where does the existing pavement stop? Is it along this line right here?
No, the whole front is paved.
So all along the front of all three buildings?
Yep.
And you have to pave around the back of the three buildings?
Behind the first one, no, but behind the second one, yes. Third one, yes. Also in this process, we changed over from oil to gas. So, and we're also planning on getting in city water to get rid of the well. So we need a little bit, that's the other part of the extension as well, to get everything situated with where I am to get.
And all these plantings are done, I mean, the red.
The red is what we made up.
Oh,
Well, on this plan, oh, I'm glad you have this plan. We did a plan thing. It doesn't show it.
You mean where the planting, where the violation was that was remediated?
Yeah.
That's right in here.
Over here. You see that outcropping?
Yep,
How it goes up right here?
yep.
This was the approved plan, so when she came and gave her cease and desist, we needed to do a wetlands planting in that outcropping, which not really on there, but we did it. It's complete.
I saw the plantings there. It was according to the remediation plan that was presented and approved.
Right, so
That was a small,
all the plantings are done at this point.
not all the plantings, just the remediation.
The remediation and some of the other ones at the bottom where the pond is.
Right, okay.
That line of trees behind those containers, that's done. Actually, a lot of those trees are done, and there's actually probably more trees than what that shows.
So it's not like it's just sitting in a torn down state, you know,
Yeah, sounds like making progress.
right, so, and it's only been 2 years.
but you're using parking vehicles in this area? As
What area?
in the area that's going to be paved, there are a lot of parking spaces. What percentage of those parking spaces are used?
0.
There is a lot of storage containers up over here.
And then when you were there today, you probably saw the basins
Yep,
and the pipe straddling
yep.
basin.
And there are vehicles being parked back here because it's an operating business.
I mean, realistically, if I want to be the devil's advocate, it shouldn't be, the area shouldn't be used until the work is complete.
Was it being used before this plan was presented and approved?
Yes.
This predates me. I don't know the answer to that.
You said you had to clear it out? You had to stump it out? You had to clear it out?
The area from, you see where there's an L? No. Further this way. Yeah, here. All back. And then everything behind the second building was only like like 15 to 20 feet, and then it became like heavy woods, like where the pond is. So as you can see, the property line is pretty close to the, well, it doesn't show the neighboring building, but the neighboring building's pretty close. So when we started to stump that area, someone decided to call.
There is a good sized pond up in here.
A wetland area, yep. This here, this is all wetlands.
Yeah, that's wetlands.
Yep.
Water course. Is it some type of marsh or bog or?
You know, it's all snow covered, so I cannot, I'm not familiar with the site.
The Google map, and there's between you guys and the Groovy Groomsmen gifts behind.
Yeah, that's the people right behind. So like behind this building, the 476 building, it would be where for this shed is. The shed, there would be. For that fence. That's over there. That's a man-made pond over there.
Well, this doesn't change the fact that they already have an approved permit, they already have approved plans, and they're just asking for an extension. So, I mean, yes.
I was just wondering how much open water is actually there or what kind of
Motion
wetlands are
to
there.
approve 5-year extension for IWC 2020-10, file 1346.
We have a motion.
I second that motion.
We have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Opposed? Motion passes.
Only that I wanted shorter time. I get it, but
And the applicant and myself have an appointment next Thursday, no, the following Thursday, to get together and take a look at where the limit of disturbance is. There is some silt fence that needs to be repaired.
Make sure the water's being controlled the way it's supposed to be and the silt fence are in, and if that's the case, then,
If not, those things become violations.
Right, and that, we'll address that.
Yep.
I mean, asphalt isn't
And I'll follow-
particularly necessary if it's all, if the water's being controlled and sent where it's supposed to go, then
The sediment
better
control.
not to have asphalt.
The applicant seems willing to
Yeah.
keep things going in the way they're supposed to.
But thank you for stepping forward. I know you addressed all my concerns, so it was good that you were here because
I should talk or not.
Yeah.
We're good. I'm glad you were here.
Thank you for waving your hands.
Glad you're here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Andrew, moving down to agent approvals.
Agent approvals. Okay, so 508, agent approval, IAA 26-4, file number 1567 is 508 Monroe Turnpike. And it's an agent approval that's in front of me to modify an existing parking lot. This is the old Rite Aid on Monroe Turnpike.
Right on with, yeah.
Yep, right on Monroe Turnpike, corner of Cross Hill and 111. Now, I didn't issue the agent approval yet because it is a commercial project, okay? However, being so minor in nature and what they're asking for, it's up to the commission whether they want to see it. I have, I'm going to show you what was submitted. But essentially what they're asking for is it is within upland review area. They need to cut out about 800 square feet of asphalt, raise the grade by adding process to the process that's there in order to create a ramp to get grade up for 2 garage bays. So there's no disturbance to soil. It's across a parking lot, so there's like another 20 foot of asphalt. There's silt fence proposed. And if I could just open up
Where will those bays be? What side of the building?
on the backside.
and what will they house? Can you provide more information? I know what it is, but
Yeah, it's a proposed tire shop. So they're going to need 4 bays in the back. So 2 of the bays need to get ramped to meet up with the finished floor elevation.
2 are going to be.
And 2 of them don't need to be modified. 2 of them are already at. Yep.
So what were they currently like loading docks that they need to?
No. So the way the finished floor elevation works in the building, it drops down.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so the 2 that are higher, where it drops down, that's at grade. They don't need to change that grade at all. The other 2 bays, they need to raise up so they can get cars in.
Gotcha. I assume this is something that James DeMayo will review also.
Yes.
So I'm okay with agent approval, given what you described at the moment. So that's fine.
Fine.
Okay, we don't need a motion. It was just, like I said, I was going to issue the agent approval, but I held off just so that I was able to show that to you. Since I'm already here, let me just keep
We
going.
move it in town for a tire?
All right.
Rumor.
They're taking a lot of Rite Aids.
Right? Yeah.
They're taking the one in Naugatuck.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had
The exact same thing.
I had originally thought that it was going to be the Rite Aid on Main Street on 25. That's what I thought. And I was thinking, what is that going to do to the coffee shops ambiance? That makes more sense.
All right, so if you see on the back side here, so here's the building, and you've got Beardsley Brook right here.
Yeah.
So right up over here on the back of the building. So you can see there's already parking lot. They're not planning on cutting into any of that. If I could zoom in some more, you'll see there's a catch basin right there. There's a catch basin right there. That's going to be surrounded, that's going to be surrounded with biolog so they could catch any sediment that might fall. But they're not digging into any ground. They're just adding process to it.
All right. All right. I think we're good.
Okay. So I'll continue on with the agent approval for that.
Thank you, Andrew.
Yeah, thank you for your attention to details.
Okay, and moving into enforcement, IWV-2025-08, file number 1552 is 186 Purdy Hill Road, filling in and removal of vegetation within the upland review area. This you had in your packets. We were talking about it last week where Manny Batista is the property owner and he's here now. And you just wanted to know more about the project. When this project was presented to us back in October, commission wanted to see what the remediation would look like, to determine whether it needed to go to an IWC remediation versus an administrative remediation plan. So Mr. Batista and I worked on a plan to remediate. That was in your package. You can take a look at that.
How do you feel about the plan that you guys came up with? I mean,
I came up with it, so I based the amount of plants that I put in, I based on the amount of square foot that was disturbed. So at maturity, the amount of square footage that the new plantings are going to take up equal the disturbance that was done. It's about 300 cubic yards of material that needs to come out. That's roughly calculated, which we had talked about if he was going to leave this material on site outside of the upland review area, he would need an excavation and fill permit where Mr. Batista is more inclined to remove all the material from site. I figure it's about 2 foot at its highest point that needs to come down. So whatever material is in there, the idea is to excavate that material, get rid of it, bring it right down to virgin ground and plant native plants. I think there were 7 trees. I don't have that in front of me right now.
I like it.
What's the difference in costs from the previous plan and this estimated cost
Estimated cost of what? The plan or the remediation?
versus the other one?
Okay, well, my plan, I don't charge for it. The town does not charge.
The cost to Mr. Batista to complete it, to buy the trees, to have put in, whatever.
Okay, I could give you an estimated cost. I would say that if now Mr. Batista can do all the work himself. He has the equipment, he has the manpower. I'm going to say it's probably $20,000 worth of between material and hauling material out. I would put a $20,000 estimate on it.
In the previous,
So we didn't have a previous plan to look at, okay? He had a proposal
yeah,
for a plan. The proposal just to create the plan was $4,500.
it's about,
Okay,
the half foot was to, got it, to Ms. Batista, got it, thank you. I just needed a ballpark.
So this is great.
Sounds good, right.
Yeah,
Looks
I think
good.
this is great.
if you're happy with the plan and you're okay with it, then I'll do it as a administrative remediation plan. You'll see there's, wetland markers are going to be installed, and I'll also oversee it. I'll make a site visit twice, go out there, show him where the limitations are.
Beautiful.
Mr. Batista feel good about
You're gonna
this?
be my-
Does Mr. Batista feel like this is achievable?
I have to know what, I haven't judged. I cannot say.
Do you have questions for him? Because I'll have him come up, sign in, state his name.
I think this
He was very, so he was, since the beginning, Mr. Batista has been very compliant. Whatever you need me to do, I'll do. If you remember, this violation was created by his brother who has since passed. So the claim is that he didn't know about the violation, but it's his property now, and he's willing to fix it, whatever needs to be fixed.
But he looked at
He looked at this
and he's
plan.
okay with
Yeah,
it.
my question was more in the last meeting. He said, I can't do this.
Well, he
With the
did say
cost
It was the
associated,
cost with the.
right? Is there a comfortability is this able to be achieved?
Right,
Yes.
okay.
Yes, Mr. Batista?
I remember,
I would like to keep that the way it is, but I have no choice. So I gotta do whatever you guys do.
Okay.
and that was how he presented it last time. He's, look, if I have to do this, guys, I'll do it, but is there any other way we can deal with this? It sounds like an excellent plan that helps him remediate the situation and gets it off of his back and
Okay, and with that being said, as opposed to an IWC remediation, with the administrative remediation plan, we can put a time limit on it when we feel like this project needs to be finished. And if it's not finished by a certain date, then it becomes a violation again. So if you want to talk about a time limit on this, I can put as part of the approval, how many days to complete this project.
What would you say is appropriate or fair?
There's a cost factor involved, which I don't know Mr. Batista's situation, but he is going to perform a lot of the work himself. If he had a crew to do this, it should only take,
No, I don't have a clue.
right, it should only take 2 weeks to accomplish this job.
I gotta hire somebody.
He's going to have to hire a trucking company. He's going to have to get plant material,
And buy all the trees and whatever.
buy the plant material. Go ahead.
so can I ask you, Ms. Batista, how long do you think you will need to complete this plan?
Can we have him, can we?
Mr. Batista, would you come up? Mr. Batista, Manny, can you come up, sign your name, and state your name for the record?
Well, Batista.
This is 186 Pretty Hill Road, right?
186 Purdy Hill Road.
He looked there, doesn't look too bad, but I know they put field that don't belong there. So if I gotta take it, I gotta take it. I gotta hire a truck, a big excavator, and now that it's snow, then everything will be wet. So I feel during the summer.
Correct, so.
I will start as soon as the weather gets better.
Say fall, so you could start, so you feel comfortable, you could start this in the spring and have it finished by the fall.
Yeah, I think so. My plan is to finish with a month. You know, if I hire, so I gotta pay for it.
So why don't we go to like October 1st?
Okay. The first thing now I gotta do is look for a place to dump that stuff.
Yes.
I don't know where. You guys don't have a place, even if I have.
We can't suggest, we can't make suggestions like that to you.
No, but if you have a place, even if I pay,
The town doesn't have a
okay. Okay,
I don't even know what kind of material it is.
me neither.
Right.
Because I got that, the only thing I did, I got a few
So
weeds.
do you think you can have this completed by October 1st?
So
Okay.
I'm not gonna promise anything.
That's what we're asking, if you.
I may get sick, I may break a leg, or, you know, something, but that's nothing go wrong.
So I think two
I
questions.
wanna do as soon as.
So I think two questions, right? 'Cause we want to make sure you feel comfortable before we make a decision. So it's the time frame that you feel you're comfortable that it could be done by. And then as Andrew said, the financial cost of it, do you feel that you can bear that in the time frame as well?
That's, but the time is okay.
What about the financial aspect of it? Because
But it all depends how much I'm gonna have to spend.
Because we're saying October 1st for both those things, right? So,
That will work, okay.
okay.
Well, if you can't get it done, make sure you come back in here and.
Tell us.
Yeah,
give us an update.
Just open communication like you've been doing with Andrew is.
No, I have another question. Why I have to remove that and my neighbor has, the one that accused me, has the same problem. And my other neighbor keeps through breaks and the wetland too. He pulled out a pedestal there, he accused me years ago too. Why is it okay for them to do that and I have to remove all that?
It's not
The
okay.
answer is it's not okay. And I think we had talked about this in the beginning. And if you want to make a complaint against your neighbor, I would investigate that as well.
I don't gain anything to complain. No, I don't complain. I don't gain anything to complain.
Is it something that I can see from your property?
Well, it's right in the line. You know his pond? You know his pond?
Yeah.
Okay, right near the pond, there is a bunch of ice falls. I don't know who put them there, but not me.
I can tell you that when we go out and we start laying out your thing,
No, I don't want to accuse them. No. I don't gain anything.
All right. The answer is it's not okay, as Andrew said, for
I
your
don't
neighbors.
gain anything with that.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's just fair for me because the guy accused me of that. That is thought to be there, I believe, for over 40 years. And he accused me now.
No, so it's not about you accusing, and honestly, the way it is, Andrew's going out there anyhow. If he sees something that needs to be taken care of, he's gonna take care of it. It's not about you at all, sir, and I appreciate you being a good neighbor.
No, I don't, no. To me, don't go there knocking on anybody's door because I don't live my life, let the other live their life. They accuse me, it doesn't mean I have to accuse them because I don't gain anything. So for me,
Okay,
leave them alone.
all right. Do we need
I
to
can tell you this, if I'm out there and I see something, I don't turn a blind eye to
Don't
it.
ask me anything, I didn't see anything.
So Andrew, do we need to make a motion or is this still just part of?
Nope, you don't have to make a motion. We, if it's okay, we'll
Yes.
the administrative remediation. Actually, you know what? Let's make a motion for that. Yes. Yes, let's make a motion for that.
Motion to approve the remediation plan,
IWV.
IWV 2025-08, file 1552-186 Purdy Hill Road.
With a
Administratively,
administrative
With
deadline.
with a deadline of October.
completion date of October 1st.
Right.
Right.
I second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
That's unanimous.
If I don't have that done by that date, I just pull it out and put them in my property, then when I have a chance to do
If you don't have it finished, we'll come up with something.
Yeah, just keep communicating with Andrew. If something comes up that.
I think that's plenty of time for you to do what you need to do.
Yeah, yeah, now I'm gonna look for a place.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We are down to voluntary compliance.
Okay, so voluntary compliance, I've sent out a voluntary compliance letter to 32 Stable Ridge Road. There's nothing you need to vote on here. I just wanted to make you aware, and if there's anything, if you want me to do anything further, I will. This came in front of me because from a residential building permit. 32 Stable Ridge installed a generator. With that generator, there were 4 footings. The generator sits off the ground, 4 footings, 4 posts that hold a platform for the generator to sit upon. It was in upland review area. I had asked for, because it was in upland review area, I had asked for an administrative approval to do this, at which time I was told that it was already done, that the project was already done and finished. As a voluntary, so the contractor jumped the gun and installed this, but it was an upland review area. It was existing lawn. My solution to it was to voluntarily plant 3 native evergreen shrubs to make up for the square footage that they took up.
You're a nice guy.
Good with it?
It was very minor in nature.
Okay, sounds good.
I guess now skipping down to minutes. Has everybody had a chance to kind of scan through the January 14th meeting minutes?
Yeah, and I did contact Carrie because I just saw a typo, so she fixed it.
Motion? What? Yes. All right.
I'd like to make a motion to accept the minutes from January 14th.
We have a motion by Commissioner Zamory for the minutes of January 14th. Do we have a second?
I second that motion.
Second. All in favor?
You have to speak up, Rick.
Unanimous? Okay.
Sorry. I didn't mean to steal your thunder. I wasn't looking out for it.
Okay, and with all that being said, there's really nothing else other than staff would like to congratulate Commissioner Jim Stewart, celebrating his 10 years sitting on the commission.
I get a watch?
There is no gold watch.
Oh, shit.
We do
Do I get dismissed?
we do thank you. No, you
can just still have paperclip.
Have I completed
we do thank you for your dedication.
When will they be doing the statue dedication?
Yeah. And then if anybody has started it yet, we all do need to take the training course.
Can you send a email with a link to where we got to go?
Yeah,
That would be awesome.
I'm just going to ask that. Thank you, Andrew. Thanks, Eric.
I took it again, so I'm good for the next 4 years, and it's every 4 years.
Did you pass?
Football's over. I got nothing to do on
Well, it is a significant amount of time from an hour's perspective, right? So you
Say
You can break it up.
8 to 14 hours or something like
They
that.
they say up to 8 hours. I would say if you knew nothing coming into it, it would take 8 hours. But you already know a lot going into it.
Yeah, you got to apply to it.
Yeah. Can you watch that like 1.5 speed, like through YouTube?
And you could take an hour, you could do it section at a time.
Okay, so you can exit and.
Are not like,
You can exit it and it saves all of your,
we have to finish each chapter.
you have to finish a chapter.
Okay, okay.
60 days, I think.
No, you have it.
We have the full calendar year to get it done. Not that we should. Thank you.
Can I adjourn this now? Are we good?
You can adjourn, motion to adjourn.
We don't need the motion. You said, right?
No, I thought we did, no, the special meeting we did not.
See,
What?
now you got a motion.
I don't agree with that. Motion.
He's motioning to adjourn. Does anybody want to second it? Do you want to sit here all night?
I second that.
He seconds it. All in favor? Aye.
Okay.
We are adjourned.
We are adjourned at 7:51.